Bowser Jr. is not Bowser's son, and why Bowser will never die. And no one noticed that Bowser Jr. was suffering very much in this scene. And there is one scene, just one, that already told you Daisy is Peach's sister. Today we're breaking down 5 things no one noticed in Super Mario Galaxy, and by the end, you're going to question everything you thought you knew about this movie. Number 1. Bowser Jr. is not Bowser's son. Everyone just accepted it. Bowser says Jr. is his son, Jr. believes it, the whole movie runs on that relationship, but here's what nobody asked. Where is the mother? Not mentioned, not shown, not even hinted at. For a character this important, that's not an accident, that's a clue. Because if you go back to the original Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels, Bowser actually has a twin brother. Fans call him Blue Bowser. And here's where it gets wild. The Super Mario Galaxy movie introduced the Super Scope, a weapon with the power to turn anyone into a baby. Bowser himself even said Jr. is a tiny version of himself.
A tiny version of yourself!
So what if Bowser didn't have a son? What if Bowser used the Super Scope on his own twin brother, turning him into a baby, just so he could rule the Koopas alone, with zero competition? Think about it. Why else would Bowser send Jr. away to boarding school?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be at boarding school?
Why else would he panic the moment he heard Jr. was coming back?
Son?
Because the one thing Bowser was truly afraid of wasn't Mario. It was Jr. finding out the truth. Number 2, Bowser will never die. In the first Mario movie, Mario and Luigi destroyed Bowser, beat him small, humiliated him, left him powerless. Everyone thought that was it for him. But Super Mario Galaxy just confirmed something terrifying. Bowser literally cannot die. Mario chopped the bridge. Bowser fell straight into a pit of lava. That should have been the end. Instead, he came back as Dry Bowser.
I am the Lord of Bones! His son!
Then Luigi summoned Mr. Game and Watch, who shattered Bowser's skull and sent his bones flying across the screen. And even as a literal pile of bones, Bowser was still talking.
Stay close, son.
Still breathing, still alive. And here's the part that should scare you. This might not just apply to Bowser. Every time a Koopa gets burned, they don't die, they become dry bones. And every time Bowser's army gets defeated, they come back, bigger, more soldiers than before. What if the entire Koopa species carries an immortality gene? Or what if Comic's dark magic has been keeping all of them alive this entire time, and nobody noticed? Because if Bowser can never truly die, Mario has never actually won, not once. Number 3, how they recorded the voices and why it matters. Most people think voice acting is simple. Actor sits down, reads lines, done. But what actually went into Super Mario Galaxy's voice performances is way more unhinged than you'd expect. The Toad voice actor didn't just do a high-pitched voice. He physically performed louder than normal because the team discovered that real vocal strain at high volume creates a texture that sounds authentically small and stressed. Not fake, real.
That monkey just used his cuteness for crime!
Then there's Jack Black as Bowser. He didn't just read the lines. He made facial expressions the entire time, alone in a recording booth, because he believed Bowser's intimidation had to start in his face before it reached his voice. Nobody could see him. He did it anyway.
My Koopas! Your king has returned!
And Chris Pratt, he was cracking jokes between every single take, making the crew laugh, keeping the energy chaotic, because Mario's whole personality is barely controlled excitement.
It's not your actual birthday. You don't want a present.
These weren't just performances, they were method acting choices for animated characters, which makes you wonder, how much of what we feel from these characters isn't the animation at all? Maybe the voice came first, and the character was built around it. Number 4, no one noticed Bowser. Jr. was completely broken. Remember the lava scene? Mario and Peach throw Bowser in, he falls, he turns to bones. Everyone in the theater either cheered or laughed, but Bowser Jr. was watching, and he had no idea his father would survive. Jr. didn't know about the immortality, he didn't know about Dry Bowser. He just watched his father, the one person he completely trusted, get thrown into lava and turned to bones, right in front of his eyes. And the animators actually showed it on his face. The grief, the shock, the silence. This wasn't a villain's kid reacting to a battle. This was a child watching his parent die, and the movie never stops to acknowledge it. It just moves on, while Jr. stands there completely shattered in the background. Now go back to point 1. Jr. might not even be Bowser's real son, but Jr. believed he was. And that belief, that love, is what made this the most painful moment in the entire movie, for a character nobody was paying attention to. Because sometimes the saddest stories in a movie belong to the characters the camera never focuses on. And the last one, number 5, is the kind of hidden detail that makes you realize the writers planted connections that most people will never find. Number 5. arrive, no one noticed Daisy is Peach's sister Rosalina, and Peach join hands, and a single flower blooms between them, a daisy. Most people saw it as a beautiful visual moment and moved on, but that flower wasn't decoration. It was an introduction. Daisy has been a major character in the Mario game universe for decades, always linked to flowers, always connected to royalty, and the moment Peach and Rosalina create life together, the first thing that appears is Daisy's signature symbol. Not a rose, not a lily, a daisy. Then there's the language layer. In Spanish, daisy translates to margarita, and in multiple Mario titles, the flower symbolism around Daisy is intentional and consistent. The writers know exactly what they're referencing. What if Peach and Rosalina didn't just discover they could create life? What if they accidentally revealed that Daisy already exists in this universe, hidden, waiting, a princess no one has found yet? Because if Daisy is Peach's sister, and the movie already planted her symbol in the most emotional scene of the film, she was never a side character. She was always the next chapter. If any of these secrets actually got you, like this video, not for me, but because it tells the algorithm that this kind of content matters, that people actually want the hidden stuff, the deep stuff, the details everyone else ignores. Share it with one person, just one, who thinks they know everything about Mario. Watch their face change and subscribe.